let's see what it's like out there today. I bet it's another beautiful day. Nope. Sally ho, mates, my name is Smackers and welcome back to JOGO. In this series I decide if a game deserves to get smacked or not, and if it's good, it gets a reward, if it's bad, it gets a smack. So, dinosaurs. There's dinosaurs out there. Let me say it again. There's dinosaurs out there. There's dinosaurs out there! You know, this show has seen some pretty weird shit. First we had Steve the Shadow Monster who was out to kill me, an evil workman who stole my beloved away from me. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo of all people, a weird robot person who erupted from the ground. Wait, did I dream that? A strange dancing lad?
Fucking pussy!
And this little bastard.
Your mission in each level is to
No, we don't talk about you. I should be surprised that dinosaurs are running rampant in the streets, but honestly I'm not after everything I've seen. In the name of all that is holy, are you meaning to tell me that there's someone at my front door? Someone of great integrity, bravery and a desire for life to have survived enough to approach my front door? Someone who heard of my ventures, my battles and my heartbreaks, and how I overcame all odds to purify the world of every enemy I encountered and arrived at my front door? It's beautiful. This person survived those horrific dinosaurs out there to arrive at my door to see me. I knew you would come one day, oh great warrior, and here you are! Hello little guy. What have you got there? Thanks mate, you did good. That was truly, truly beautiful. What a hero. This was given to me by a true survivor, and now it is my duty to play it for you guys. Actually, this game is one of my favourite games of all time, and in actual fact, it makes me absolutely hate the small dinosaur known as the concept Nemesis because it's a shiny object thieving pile of shit!
Please be warned that this video will have story spoilers for Dino Crisis 2 and potential spoilers for Dino Crisis 1, so if you care about being spoiled, then click off this video now. Oh, what am I saying? You won't do that, you love me too much. First of all, let me just start this review by saying I absolutely love this game. Pretty much anyone who knows me could tell you that Dino Crisis 2 and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis are two of my favourite games of all time.
And although that does give away the result of this review, I actually don't really care. I don't. And do you know why? Because I want to talk about this game. And to be fair, I wasn't going to smack this game. I mean, that'd be silly, come on. If I did that, it would eat me.
After the success of Resident Evil 1 and 2, Capcom decided to take a different approach with its survival horror games and move away from the undead. The Capcom higher-ups all got together and discussed it in this exact manner.
Zombies have been great for us, but how about we keep it fresh with a new idea?
Agreed. I was thinking a Resident Evil game with a virus that looks like black goop that attaches to its hosts called the Ouroboros
That
virus.
just sounds utterly ridiculous. No, something new, fresh, something we've never seen before.
I've got it! How about dinosaurs in space?
In space. Karen, what the fuck are you smoking? Although a dinosaur survival horror game on Earth? Now that sounds exciting. Well done, Karen. Have a chupa chups.
And yes, this is exactly how it happened. I should know. I was there. And with that, Capcom created the first Dino Crisis game, a true survival horror puzzle action shooter game with predetermined camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds, just like Resident Evil. It had limited ammo, velociraptors getting lost, backtracking, man-bottling puzzles, and a variety of weapons and ammo, and best of all, the scary as fuck Tyrannosaurus Rex that made you shit yourself every time it appeared. Oh shit! I don't want to give too much away for the story of Dino Crisis 1 because you definitely should play it for yourself, but basically a small team is sent in to find a scientist named Dr. Kirk, who was experimenting with something called third energy. This experimentation caused a time rift which swapped out a piece of land from this time period and replaced it with the same piece of land from the past, bringing dinosaurs into the current time. And to my understanding, another incident within the game caused a research-based military institution and fictional Edward City, as well as 1,300 humans, to be sent to another time period which is also full of, you you guessed it, dinosaurs! And that's where this game begins. The main protagonist from the first game, Regina, joins Dylan Morton and David Fork, yes, this guy's surname is fucking Fork, and the rest of the Tactical Recon and Acquisition Team, or TRAT, are sent through a time rift to the period that the facilities and survivors were sent to in order to recover them along with the data and the third energy.
Have a walk orb, everyone.
TRAT? More like twat, am I right? The team set up camp and are immediately attacked by a group of velociraptors. The entire team is killed except for, you guessed it, the 3 characters that actually matter in the story.
And then Cyclops appears!
Why Cyclops, you ask? Because David motherfucking Fork blasts the massive Tyrannosaurus Rex square in the eye with a goddamn RPG launcher. What a badass.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get into this deep jungle full of carnivorous dinosaurs and begin this dark, atmospheric survival horror puzzle-solving sequel to Dino Crisis 1. More terrifying T-Rex jump scares, dark and atmospheric jungle corridors, and those dinosaur chases that create those panic reactions like, will I reach the door to the next area in time? Should I stop and shoot them or keep running? Do I have enough ammo to take them on? The thought is exhilarating. Let's enter the jungle and find out. Oh, I can hardly wait. Hashtag not my Dino Crisis.
This game discards the classic survival horror traits of limited ammo, dark corridors and bullet sponge enemies that just won't stop coming, as well as open areas and getting lost, and instead integrated a more linear arcade shooter style of gameplay where achieving combos and earning points is imperative to progressing in the game. The horror aspect that gave the first game such a unique feel had been removed, and replaced with a system that could be more easily accessible to a wider audience. Even though this game took a different turn to its predecessor, it really does work in its favour. In fact, the game was met with mostly positive reviews, with IGN giving it a 9.3 out of 10 and GameSpot giving it a 9.2 out of 10.
Wow, I love this!
As I previously stated, creating and increasing your combos will reward you with extinction points, which can be used at save points to purchase new weapons, healing items and various support tools, as well as recharge your weaponry and increase clip capacity, which is something you may not actually struggle with considering you start the game with 100 fucking shotgun shells. No reloading needed, just plug those babies into anything that moves and snarls.
Yes, even the fucking herbivores.
Along with earning more points the higher your combo meter goes, if you go undamaged in an area, you can earn bonus points to buy new weapons for Vagina and Dylan.
Monster combo!
Oh, sorry, did I not mention that you play as both characters across the game, and that the main character focuses more on Dylan rather than the first game's main character? And that Regina has no story progression, whereas Dylan gets a full backstory and character development? Oh no, I didn't, because it pisses me off!
I'm not joking either. You play as Regina in 3 sections of the game, but Dylan gets 4 sections, and his sections feel so much longer, even though Regina was the main character in the first game. Anyway, each new weapon for both characters has its attributes, but pretty much any weapon is better than the default weapon. I mean, why suffer through hitting dinosaurs 6 times to kill them when you can just buy the heavy machine gun for Regina or the anti-tank rifle for Dylan and absolutely fucking destroy them? Also, the first time you encounter a velociraptor in game is pretty damn tense as well. They just appear out of nowhere and surround you. But what's up with the slow-moving, blurry models in the cutscenes? Is it supposed to make them look more threatening? To me, it just looks like
Dylan's not back one too many whiskers.
As you continue to progress through the game, you're attacked by actual humans wearing tight leather outfits and helmets. Thing is, they're cutscene only enemies and they fire so slowly and seem to have such terrible aim. So Dylan and Regina have no trouble dodging their attacks at all. Regina ends up actually capturing one of the helmet people and then this happens.
Well, here we go again.
Like the Resident Evil games that came before, you have to turn your character around to face the way you want to go before you can move forward or backwards. In other words, this game uses the tank control style of movement. You also get a lock-on button like in Resident Evil, which automatically locks your aim onto the nearest enemy, though sometimes this can be more detrimental than helpful, because if you lock onto the wrong enemy at the wrong time, this could happen.
Alright, it's been a while since I last looked outside. I wonder if the dinosaurs have gone. No, this can't be real. I'm dreaming. This has got to be a nightmare. I guess I should just sit down, clench my buttocks and hope to God the sweet relief of death takes me in my sleep so that this nightmare can end. Or maybe I'll just wake up. Yes, I much prefer that option.
Along with new weapons, you can also purchase support tools in the shop, such as hemostats that stop bleeding, small, medium and large medkits to recharge your health, and resuscitation packs which allow you to return back to life after getting mutilated, mauled and mangled by a multitude of malignant hulking monsters that manage to cause you malaise and melancholy. You may think the roar of these magnificent beings to be most mellifluous, but that is tremendously mendacious. Why did I write this? Some of the weapons that you can purchase are actually necessary to progress past certain sections of the game. You must buy the flamethrower to pass the poisonous plants, you must buy the chain mine to get past these rocks, and I can't believe this is actually real, you must buy the aqua grenade in the underwater section just to destroy this one crumbling platform. What the fuck? Not to mention this weapon costs 20,000 extinction points. It's a ridiculous amount of points just to progress past one section. In fact, I hate this whole underwater section in general. Regina moves so slowly and you often can't get your weapon up in time to shoot the enemies before they end up hitting you. Everything is just so slow and clunky, and this fact does nothing but accentuate the absolute tomfuckery of the tank controls. The aqua grenade, however, does come in handy versus the boss of this section, and I did manage to take it down in just 5 shots.
I'm gonna look again. Of course I am. This is a dream after all. It must be. Well, as long as that dinosaur's not eating another dinosaur outside my window, I'll be okay. Surely there can't be anything worse than that.
I know it sounds like I'm shitting on this game, but honestly there is so much about this game that I adore. The action, the graphics, the sound, the environment, and so much more. Speaking of the graphics, the company truly put a lot of effort into utilizing the power of the PlayStation 1 to create such beautiful environments, and even added in areas where dinosaurs are just wandering around in the backgrounds. Alongside the graphics, you've got a really atmospheric and fitting soundtrack which matches each situation you're in very nicely.
And then Cyclops appears!
The T-Rex itself appears pretty early in the game as an actual encounter in which Dylan must escape. You can't fight this terribly threatening beast. I said, this terribly threatening beast. Look, I read the line exactly how it's written on the paper. Wait, what do you mean the script's wrong? It's not a threatening beast? It turns out the T-Rex in this game is not very threatening at all. In the previous game, the T-Rex hunted Regina and appeared as an encounter a total of around 6 times. But in this game, he appears as an encounter a total of 2 times.
Oh man, this is just what I don't need.
One of these times you just need to run into a door and that's it. And the second time you get a fucking tank to fight him. For the main enemy dinosaur, which in the first game was a terribly hulking monstrosity of terror that left you feeling paranoid in every wide and sometimes small spaces, in this game he's just kind of there. For the entire game you kind of forget about him until his second and final fightable appearance. And then in the last 45 minutes of the game he appears once more, and with nowhere to run, Regina is cornered, when all of a sudden... that was fucking awesome! We get a full-on giant dinosaur fight! This was a whole 10 months before Jurassic Park 3 released, where we got to see the T-Rex versus the Spinosaurus. While this cutscene is my all-time favourite non-FMV cutscene in the game, unfortunately Cyclops' fate is the same as the T-Rex's in Jurassic Park 3. I honestly do feel the Giganotosaurus was shoehorned into the story at the last minute. Him being the final boss feels really forced, and in my opinion, it made Cyclops' already useless presence feel completely pointless. What was the point in having this huge beast stalk you across the area just to do absolutely nothing and end up dying anyway? The following fight with the Giganotosaurus along with the final boss battle is actually pretty damn epic, however. And the final FMV cutscene, along with all the other FMV cutscenes in the game in fact, look incredible. But damn, did that dinosaur get fucking destroyed! It really shows how powerful the creature must have been to have to be killed by a giant laser beam from space. Honestly, I don't want to spoil the game's main storyline for you guys, so I highly recommend you pick this up and play it for yourself, as I promise you it's really worth it. Especially for this. After beating the game, you unlock the Dino Coliseum, where you can spend leftover extinction points on characters or dinosaurs and battle versus the computer or battle versus another player, which is an odd but interesting addition to the game and a nice reward for completing it as well.
There we have it folks, Dino Crisis 2 is very different to its predecessor, but it stapled itself in the Capcom library of games you really need to play. Of course this game was bound to get rewarded, but how can I reward this little beast? Well, there are a ton of dinosaurs out there, maybe the game can get rid of them. Eat my pretty. You need more. More. I haven't seen any more. Guess that's all there was.
And then Cyclops appeared!
Oh, thank Christ it was just a nightmare. Oh, thank God that's over. Postman's early today. Sheesh, I hope this is my parcel.
Don't forget to like the video, and please subscribe. Hey guys and gals, thanks so much for watching my latest JOGO episode. This one was an incredibly ambitious project with the excessive use of copyright-free green screen dinosaur effects to create the scenario I wanted. I really hope it worked out well, and although it may not be perfect, I'm incredibly proud of how much I pushed myself to create this one. It took a little while longer to create as I did not work on it as regularly as my last two episodes. However, I really hope you feel it was worth the wait. As usual, thank you to my fiance for the majority of camera work. I literally couldn't do it without you. And to everyone watching, old subscribers, any new subscribers, friends, family, or people who just randomly came across the video, a huge thank you to you for spending your time watching this. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video with your friends, family, teacher, pet hamster, whoever you want. And I'll see you lovely people in the next video. Bye for now.
Come on in. Here it is. Tally ho, new mates. My name is Oh dear. Ow. Actually, this game is one of my favourite games of all time, and in actual fact, it makes me hate the absolutely small fucking dickhead. Actually, this game is one of my favourite games of all time because it's an absolutely fucking dickhead of a game. As someone who heard of my ventures, my battles, and my heartbreaks, and how I overcame all odds to purify the world of every enemy I encountered, and arrived at my front door? And you thought I couldn't do it. Haha, fuck you! I'll do a little bit more of a goofy movement.
I was waiting for you to say the line on goofy like.
Hashtag not my Dino Crisis. Oh shit. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of things falling. Oh god.